Start off with the basics. Erik Logan, E-R-I-K-L-O-G-A-N, Executive Vice President, Harpo Inc. In Chicago.
Thanks.
Sure.
My first question is, you've been to all kinds of places. We listened to your speech today. Seen all kinds of small businesses to large. What do you think of Flashpoint?
Breathtaking. I mean, I think that you think about a college or a school that would be teaching media arts, and somebody from the business, I'm used to what a college radio station would look like, very small, literally in a closet. The number of floors that are here, and it's more important than the space. It's just the technology that I have seen is technology that in many cases is ahead of where broadcasters are even using today in major markets. That to me is the important message about what Flashpoint is. The investment in the technology, the investment in the training. So many times I've seen kids and students come out of schools that have gone to broadcasting schools or television schools, and they've learned on equipment that is 10 to 15 years old because the capital money is not in place for them to learn on the new equipment. So you wind up bringing people in that learn on old technology. It'd be like somebody learning how to dial a phone on a rotary phone, and we hand somebody a touch-tone phone. They don't know what to do. They don't know how the numbers move. So Flashpoint, in my opinion, really is the most state-of-the-art place for kids and students to learn how media is produced today.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to something, obviously your first sort of speech about you didn't want to be the wolf anymore, coyote, excuse me.
Goat.
But I know someone asked a question about that, but really you have a confidence level that, some of these students are fresh out of high school.
Right.
And what do you say to them if they don't have that confidence yet? Is there some way to kind of get around that so they can make that next step?
I think you just have to try a lot of different things. Part of what we didn't talk about was, in addition to being the Coyote, I worked at the Pretzel King, I worked at KB Toys, and I think we all through our career try a bunch of different jobs till you really sort of find where it is. And then when you find out where it is, you just got to say, I got to go for it. And I don't think you can teach anybody that. I don't think it's something that could be expected. But what I really think you have to do is you have to find what it is you love. And then you just have to take the chance, and you have to take the chance to move forward. Confidence is something that you either get over time or you never get. I actually believe everybody has confidence in them. Everybody does amazing things day in and day out. Confidence is in everybody. It's just a matter of whether you want to showcase it or not.
Let's talk about how important people skills are as opposed to technical
Okay.
sort of creative skills.
Okay.
What are people skills?
It's amazing how people skills are the one thing that I think can either make you or break you in business. How you deliver messages of good news and bad news, how you motivate people, how you communicate with people are so basic and fundamental we understand, but in the course of business it's amazing. So many times some of the most brilliant minds have the worst people skills, and I think that the world is littered with great musicians, great movie directors, great people who have scripts who just don't have the ability to communicate the right way. So I've been very fortunate that I think that my people skills are very good, that I can communicate with anybody. I try to keep everybody comfortable, and I always try to treat people who come into my office or my offices in the past, whether or not it's the receptionist or the president of the company, the same way. Always look at them with respect and try to be humble with everything that you do. If you have those two sort of elements in every dialogue, you'll be ahead of the game.
Okay, one more question.
Sure.
Let's talk about when you're looking to hire somebody about the value of sort of responsibility, accountability, and initiative as opposed to, again, technical skills.
Sure. It's there's something to be said for people who finish, academia classes and degrees, but when you're actually looking at making a hire at every level, there are things that really mean more to me as a person who hires people than how well you did in school. Is that what is your determination? What is the stick-to-itness? What is the motivation to get things done? How well does somebody take the initiative to stay ahead of the game? I look at employees all the time, and if you ask for something one time, that's great. If you ask for two, that's bad. The people who really get ahead are the ones who are always ahead of somebody else. It's like, I know that they're going to ask this question. Developing this business instinct of anticipation of what's to come really is what sets apart the mediocre managers to the great managers.